Today we'll discuss on derivation on logarithmic mean temperature difference of counterflow heat exchanger. Consider elementary area dA of the heat exchanger. The rate of heat transfer through the elementary area is Q is equal to U into dA into Th minus Tc, where Th is temperature of the hot fluid, Tc is temperature of the cold fluid. The diagram shows counterflow heat exchanger. At inlet Th1, heat is hot fluid is flowing from Th1 to the Th2. Similarly, cold fluid is flowing in opposite directions Tc1 to the Tc2. At inlet, theta 1 is equal to difference between the hot fluid inlet minus cold fluid outlet. Similarly, theta 2 is Th2 minus Tc1. Therefore, rate of heat transfer dq is minus mh into cph into dth is equal to minus mc into cpc into dtc, where negative sign indicates both the temperature of the fluid decreases in the direction of heat transfer. We can define heat capacity of the cold fluid is C suffix C is equal to mc into cpc. Similarly, heat capacity of the hot fluid is Ch is equal to mh into cph. Therefore, we can write dTc is equal to minus dq upon cc, dTh is equal to minus dq upon ch. dTh minus dTc is equal to, substitute those values, will get minus u into dA into bracket Th minus Tc into bracket 1 upon Ch minus 1 upon Cc. We can write dTh minus dTc as d theta is equal to minus u into dA into theta 1 upon Ch minus 1 upon Cc. Now you can arrange the terms. D theta upon theta is equal to minus u into dA 1 upon Ch minus 1 upon Cc, where Ch and Cc are the terms for the hot fluid and cold fluid. On integration these equation, apply the integration on both sides. Integration of d theta upon theta for inlet to the outlet is ln theta is equal to minus u into a into 1 upon ch minus 1 upon cc. Then apply the limits, will get ln theta 2 upon theta 1 is equal to minus u into a 1 upon ch minus 1 upon cc. Heat transfer between the hot fluid and cold fluid, we can write q is equal to ch into bracket th1 minus th2 is equal to cc into bracket tc2 minus tc1. Therefore 1 upon ch is equal to th1 minus th2 upon q. Similarly, 1 upon cc is equal to tc2 minus tc1 upon Q. Then we can substitute these values in the above equations, that is ln theta 2 upon theta 1 is equal to minus u into a 1 upon ch minus 1 upon cc. We'll get ln of theta 2 upon theta 1 is equal to minus u into a th1 minus th2 upon q minus tc2 minus tc1 upon q. Therefore ln theta 2 upon theta 2 1 is equal to u into a, will arrange the terms tc2 minus tc1 upon q minus th1 minus th2 upon q. Ln theta 2 upon theta 1 is equal to u into a, we can write from the diagram th1 minus tc2 minus th2 minus tc1 upon q, where th1 minus tc2 is theta 1. Similarly th2 minus tc1 is theta 2. Therefore we can write ln of theta 2 upon theta 1 is equal to ua into bracket theta 2 minus theta 1 upon q. Therefore heat transfer through the counter flow heat exchanger is q is equal to u into a theta 2 minus theta 1 divided by ln of theta 2 upon theta 1. Similarly u into a theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by ln of theta 1 upon theta 2. We can write q is equal to u into a into theta m, where theta m is logarithmic mean temperature difference, that is LMTD is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by ln theta 1 upon theta 2, where theta 1 is nothing but difference between the inlet, theta 2 is difference between the temperature at the outlet from the above diagram, that is theta 1 is equal to th1 minus tc2, theta 2 is equal to th2 minus tc1. This LMTD heat exchanger equation is valid only for single phase heat exchanger. If it is applicable for multi-phase heat exchanger, we can use correction factor. Therefore rate of or heat transfer equation q is equal to f into u into a into LMTD, where f is correction factor. The above equation for the counter flow heat exchanger is LMTD is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by ln of theta 1 upon theta 2 is applicable for single phase heat exchanger. Therefore we can write heat transfer for the counter flow heat exchanger is q is equal to u into a into LMTD, where u is overall heat transfer coefficient in watt per meter square Kelvin, a is area in meter square, let us will discuss about effectiveness of the heat exchanger, that is number transfer units. Effectiveness of the heat exchanger for the parallel flow and counter flow is essential to determine the temperature of the inlet and outlet values. The logarithmic mean temperature difference for the heat exchanger at inlet and outlet temperature are known. We can calculate easily overall heat transfer coefficient. So we can define effectiveness of the heat exchanger is ratio of actual heat transfer to the maximum possible heat transfer, where actual heat transfer is found out by heat loss by the hot fluid or heat gained by the cold fluid. That is, Q actual is equal to Ch into Th1 minus Th2 is equal to Cc into Tc2 minus Tc1. The effectiveness symbol is E. In any heat exchanger, maximum difference between the two fluid, that is at the inlet or outlet, is Th1 minus Tc1. We can find out by maximum heat capacity of the is Ch into bracket Th1 minus Tc1. Similarly, cold fluid maximum capacity is Cc into Th1 minus Tc1. In general, we can write Q maximum is equal to C minimum into bracket Th1 minus Tc1. Therefore, effectiveness of the heat exchanger is ratio of actual heat transfer divided by maximum possible heat transfer. We can write the equation Ch into bracket Th1 minus Th2 divided by C minimum into bracket Th1 minus Tc1. Similarly, we can write cold fluid Cc into bracket Tc2 minus Tc1 divided by C minimum into bracket Th1 minus Tc1. Therefore, heat capacity of the hot fluid for the effectiveness we can write Th1 minus Th2 divided by Th1 minus Tc1. Similarly, effectiveness of the cold fluid heat capacity we can write Tc2 minus Tc1 divided by Th1 minus Tc1. Now we discuss about problem on counterflow heat exchanger. A light lubricating oil of Cp is 2090 joule per kg Kelvin is cooled by allowing it to exchange the energy to water with small heat exchanger. The oil enters and leaves the heat exchanger at 375 Kelvin and 350 Kelvin respectively, and flow rate at 0.5 kg per second. Water is available at 280 Kelvin in sufficient quantity to allow 0.201 kg per second to be used for cooling surface. Find the required rate of heat transfer for the counterflow if overall heat transfer coefficient is 250 watt per meter square Kelvin. This is the counterflow heat exchanger problem. Let us draw the counterflow heat exchanger diagram. Hot fluid is moving from TH1 to the TH2 in same directions. Again, cold fluid is moving from TC1 to the TC2 in opposite directions, where theta 1 is difference at the inlet temperature, theta 2 is the difference at the outlet temperature. Here temperature of the hot fluid is given. TH1 is, that is lubricating oil, 375 Kelvin. TH2 is given 350 Kelvin. Similarly, water is allowed to enter at the inlet, that is cold fluid is given TC1 280 Kelvin. Mass of the hot fluid is given 0.5 kg per second. Specific heat of the hot fluid is given 2090 joule per kg Kelvin. Specific heat of water is also we know 4.187 into 10 raised to 3 joule per kg Kelvin. By applying the energy balance equation, heat transfer by the hot fluid is equal to heat transfer by the cold fluid, that is mCp delta T. We can write mH into Cph into bracket Th1 minus Th2 is equal to mc into Cpc into bracket Tc1 minus Tc2 minus Tc1. Substitute values. mH is 0.5, Cph is 2090, Th1 is 375, Th2 is minus 350 is equal to mc is 0.201 into 4.187 into 10 raised to 3, Tc2 minus Tc1 is 280. We'll get temperature of the cold fluid at outlet is 311.043 Kelvin. We have to find out the heat transfer for the counterflow. We know that equation Q is equal to U into A into LMTD, where U is overall heat transfer coefficient is given. To find out the LMTD, we know that equation logarithmic mean temperature difference is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by ln of theta 1 upon theta 2, where theta 1 is Th1 minus Tc2 is equal to 375 minus 311 is 63.957. Similarly, theta 2 is Th2 minus Tc1, that is 350 minus 280, 70. Then we can substitute in the above equation, that is logarithmic mean temperature difference is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2 divided by ln of theta 1 upon theta 2 is equal to 67 Kelvin. Now we can find out the heat transfer for the counterflow. We know that Q is equal to mCp delta T. We are using hot fluid here. Q is equal to mH into Cph into delta T. mH is equal to 0.5, Cph is 2090. Temperature difference for the hot fluid inlet and outlet is, will get heat transfer Q is equal to 26,125 watts. Once we know that heat transfer, we can use the equation Q is equal to U into A into LMTD. We know that Q 26,125. We know that U 250 watt per meter square Kelvin. Keep it is A as it is, area, into LMTD is 67. From this we can find out the area is 1.56 meter square. Similarly, we can solve the example for the counterflow heat exchanger problem. You can practice also parallel flow heat exchanger problem. We can use the equation, properly draw the parallel flow heat exchanger diagram, identify the given values and write down the given values in the diagram itself. Then you can apply the energy balance equation, substitute, find out the inlet temperature, outlet temperature of the hot fluid and cold fluid, use the logarithmic mean temperature differences, find out it. Thank you.